The White Lotus Season 3 is finally able to solve a 4-year-old mystery about one of the show's best characters. The White Lotus Season 3 marks the return of a familiar face from Season 1, and her presence can finally solve a 4-year-old mystery about one of the HBO show's best characters. Given the series' anthology format, the White Lotus cast and characters change from one outing to the next, with only select players appearing in more than one season. The only character to appear in all 3 seasons of The White Lotus is Greg Hunt, which is surprising given how unlikable he is. Greg's inclusion in the show is connected to Tanya for its first 2 seasons, but The White Lotus Season 2's ending ensures that Tanya won't appear in Season 3. However, another character connected to her makes a comeback in the newest episodes. Belinda's White Lotus return reveals what happened to her after Tanya's Season 1 betrayal. It also raises an opportunity for Belinda to blow Greg's cover and perhaps deliver much-needed comeuppance. Given Belinda's role in Season 1, her Season 3 return could also confirm the fate of one of the series' best characters. Belinda's return means we might finally get an answer about what happened to Quinn after The White Lotus Season 1. There are plenty of questions about what happened to The White Lotus Season 1's characters after its finale, but one of the biggest revolves around Quinn Mossbacher. Quinn is a young boy who visits the titular resort in Hawaii with his family, but he isn't nearly as obnoxious or entitled as the other Mossbachers. Quinn spends much of Season 1 realizing that he prefers being in Hawaii to his life back home, with him ultimately choosing to stay behind at the end of The White Lotus Season 1. As Belinda is a staff member at the White Lotus Resort in Hawaii, she may have a better idea of how things turn out. Quinn makes this choice by simply stepping off the line while boarding the plane home, and his rejection of his family and their values is a refreshing addition to the HBO series. However, we never learn what becomes of Quinn after making that decision. As Belinda is a staff member at the White Lotus Resort in Hawaii, she may have a better idea of how things turn out. The White Lotus Season 3 is the first time a staff member has returned, and it offers a chance to answer lingering questions about former characters and resorts. Belinda would know if Quinn returned to the White Lotus Hotel after Season 1, or if there was some big search for him after his family realized he was missing. She could mention this in passing to one of the staff members at the White Lotus in Thailand, answering a pressing viewer question in the process. Belinda can also finally reveal how the White Lotus Hawaii changed after Armin's murder. Quinn's fate isn't the only thing Belinda can shed light on after the White Lotus Season 1's ending. She can also reveal how the Hawaiian resort changed on the heels of Armin's murder. Everything happened so quickly at the end of Season 1, and all the series tells us is that Shane isn't arrested for Armin's death. There's no indication of how Armin dying affects the staff. However, surely it would have a huge impact on them, especially with Shane facing so few repercussions. Such a huge incident seems even more likely to come up in conversation than Quinn's fate, so perhaps Belinda will drop a few clues about what happened next in the White Lotus Season 3. This outing has more connections to the previous ones than ever before, so it's a prime opportunity to give viewers more closure.